fuck is up, everyone? Welcome back to DFW Metal Mayhem, the most brutal podcast in the Metroplex. Happy 2018. I know it's been a while. I've missed you motherfuckers, but I am back. And what other fucking way to start off 2018 than with the motherfuckers in protest?
Yeah, what the fuck? I can't think of a better way to do it.
Hell no. So guys, introduce yourselves and what you do in the band, please.
Jason French, lead guitar.
Chuck Miller, bass guitar.
All right. If the other members come on in, just come on in and scoot in. They will do so.
Yeah.
But we are on location at Reno Shop where they will be playing their CD release show for their second upcoming album, Abuse of Power, which is available right fucking now.
Yesterday.
Last
month. 2 months ago.
Oh yeah. Oh well, like what? Like Bandcamp or?
Yeah, we did the digital release November 10th, I believe.
Oh, okay. But this is a physical CD release.
Yes,
Absolutely.
physical CD release. Yes, it's out. Just pretty much off the press pretty recently.
So we're definitely going to go into the album because I mean, it's as I said to you before. It's kind of hard for a local band, an independent band, to get an album out already. So doing two, it says something like monumental. But before we go into that, I'd really like to go into like the history of protest, like the humble beginnings and everything else. So why don't you take us back?
Okay. Well, actually, this band was formed with me and this guy back in 2003.
2003. Yeah, RDB.com. They had part of their website called Missing Parts and Pieces, and I was living in Sherman at the time. I was going to move to Dallas. We joined the band down here, and I found this asshole. and we exchanged some ideas. He sent me a CD with some of his solo project on it, and went down and jammed with him a couple times.
Yeah, so that's been 14 years. Just exactly 14 years.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's absolutely wild. And
in 14 years, Metallica went from starting Metallica to being about to release the Reload records and shit. So they were already multi-millionaires. So
yeah, we dropped the ball somewhere.
I know, we need an orchestra or something.
It's definitely a lot harder these days.
I could probably get a violin player.
I'm pretty sure if the bands that play locally right now, I'm pretty sure if Exploder, for example, like started up back in the day, that they would have like a huge record label and probably a lot of albums out. I mean, the climate back then was just a lot different.
It is different. I think there's way more competition as far as the volume of bands that you're competing with. You're competing with everybody who's out there, and you know, I think we're a great band, of course, but it's just hard to get noticed unless you're out there doing it.
Well, definitely this scene notices you guys, and I'm a guy who feels like thrash is super underrepresented in the scene. If you compare it to like the number of death metal bands and the number of grindcore and black metal bands, I definitely feel like we're kind of like on the 18th meter. Like there's like few number of us. Like that's kind of like when I started Skull Archer, I was like, we're doing thrash because there needs to be more of it, and so it's kind of what
I agree.
Yeah. So I was like, because of that, I was like, okay, I have like a bucket list of people I want to play for. You all on that bucket list, by the way, good sir. It's going to happen one day, I promise you.
MakeItHappen.com.
Yes, MakeItHappen.com/SkullArcher and protest for our show.
Hashtag,
But so
tear your face off.
So going into this album, you guys have a lot of really awesome themes when it comes to music that it's not really talked a lot about in our scene. For example, the first album, it was The Corruption. That album really hit on like the sneaky shit that goes on and like the big wigs and all that. People who make profits off other people like suffering or something, or saying like there's like some magical ass thing and like trying to sucker off like innocent people just to get their money.
Like Televangelist, there's a song about Televangelists on there.
Yeah.
That exact thing.
Yeah. Like that, and like that one dude, like I think his name was like Pop Off or something. He like made like I think like
Bernie Madoff.
Yeah, dude made like $3.8 million just like bullshitting people until
billions. There's billions.
Yeah,
billions.
billions.
And then James Randi came up on him, right, and was like debunked, and he like disappeared for like in the history.
Well, he died.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's like the Corruption Code being a conceptual theme. Yet there is always an underlying thing going on, an undercurrent that's really in control of things that you may not see in a visible level, be it the government, religion, business, anywhere. Yeah. It's like a shadow entity that's really making the deals and the shit happen.
Yeah, it's things aren't always what they appear to be. So where does abuse of power hit on this topic, if it hits on the topic at all?
It's the same kind of thing going on with control and power over others, be it the government, police, which is the government, religious, again, stuff, all the stuff that plays on power over people and manipulation and things like that. We're kind of big on that kind of stuff.
And you can debate now that back when y'all released the corruption code and to now when you're releasing an abuse of power, the political climate has definitely changed. Probably what I would argue more of a toxic level, because now people are at each other's throats no matter where you are on the political spectrum.
I think that's kind of the game plan, is to be as divisive as possible. It's like the new, it seems to me at least, like, save your part on it too, but when it comes to the terms and the labels of Republican and Democrat, that's almost become like the new N-word almost. in a sense, it's like no one wants to really associate with either of them.
Yeah.
And it's really interesting how the shift in culture and society, and a lot of people who don't know what the hell they're talking about. You know, I would really hope anyone who's the president would have the best interest in mind, but you really never know unless you were there with all the shit that happened and any kind of issues or circumstance or something that happened.
Yeah.
Like a newsworthy scandal. But do you really know? We don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. And you were talking about earlier as far as, so we're kind of big on corruption and all that. That's a constant. That's a constant. There's always going to be a level of corruption, no matter what it's, so it doesn't matter. So we're always supplied with fresh material.
It never ends.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so I guess how much does this album play into probably the more toxic political climate? I call it toxic mainly because there is a huge backlash against the now commander-in-chief, and from that you have two very distinctive extremist groups. You I guess on the right you have people that share the frog meme and all that, and and they're we're nationalism, and then you have the blue-haired, red-haired, green-haired super obese social justice warriors. They're I deserve everything. Give me everything right now, or else you're a racist.
Yep. Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate.
Sides there,
yeah, it's unfortunate that I think what happens is these little these little sects of people kind of get together who are kind of feel disenfranchised for whatever reason from whatever political, or societal label they want to fit into. So these little subcategories come up, and I think that's natural. People are going to do that no matter what. But I hope I don't have an opinion one way or another on either side. I think they're all a bunch of crazy dipshits. But at the end of the day, I think anybody who wants to sit around and think they're entitled to anything without earning it is crazy.
Yeah.
No matter what it is.
I like to think that most people are pretty interested on everything, socially acceptable and socially open and acceptable. But for the most part, they're financially responsible. Take care of yourself, take care of what you got, blah blah blah. Make sure you're not intruding on other people, and that just kind of that deal. Everyone, hey, Bob is in the episode now. What's going on, Bob?
We're in the middle of an interview.
Bob, say hi.
Yeah.
How many bands do we have?
There's 5 of them playing tonight. Sorry, guys, this is a little awkward. But yeah, I got 5. We got.
Check out the event page on Facebook if you want.
Yeah.
Bob's gonna play keys for us.
Again, yeah.
This is a cameo appearance.
Yes.
Bob.
This is our first special guest appearance.
Oh wait.
This guy is literally the pillar of the scene in D.W. though.
He is.
Everyone knows this guy. Everyone loves this guy. It's always good to see him.
He's been hanging out down here since I've been hanging out down here.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, we're arm wrestling.
Uh-oh. Oh shit. It's
Oh man,
you got me, dude.
I didn't get you really good.
So I guess so one thing I wanted to go into was your influences, because the first time that I was actually able to sit through your entire set, because first time I saw y'all played at Trees, y'all opened up for Sabaton when they came out here.
How long ago was that?
That was I believe 2014 or 2015, man. I
50 years ago. I told him I trust him.
Oh,
yeah.
I can't remember.
One more thing. What time do you guys start?
11.
I let it
Well,
check you out.
Right on. Thanks, Bob. All right.
I'll see you out, Bob.
So
that was the first time I saw y'all. I was upset because
Good sauce.
because I
we
didn't
ourselves
see
too.
the entire set. I was eating dinner with some friends at the Fuzzies, and I came out and like, oh, they're playing. I'm like, what? And like I ran back and like
I like tacos too, man. That's cool.
and like I came in and I think y'all played like it was like your last two songs. I'm like, fuck. And like the singer looked at me and I guess he kind of sensed that like I came in late. He's like, shit, poor kid. He's like, okay, cool. Okay, I have been forgiven in a way. First time I actually was able to see you guys' full set was when I opened up for Max and Keyboard, back to Roots. And the vibe I got, I was like, this is what the band Throwdown would be if Throwdown became a thrash band.
Oh, man. Yeah, Throwdown's good, man.
Yeah, and because y'all need to release a new album. It's been like 4 years now.
Yeah, I can relate. We can relate.
Yeah.
Actually, it's been exactly 6 years since Encryption came out, like this week.
Wow.
Yeah, it came out January 2nd.
Let's talk about how long we've been sitting on this album.
Well, I use the term sitting on it kind of loosely.
Yeah, okay, sitting on
I explained it a little bit ago. It's been a 4-year project on this. 4 years in the making, from tracking to getting it out, and it's been a really process, but we finally did, and it came out awesome.
It did.
It was well worth the hard work and the effort, without a doubt, but it was grueling, don't get me wrong. So it should have been out 2 years ago, but things come out when they're ready.
No, yeah, of course. I remember talking to the guys in Electric Vengeance because I did their CD release episode when they released their second full-length album, which was back in November. And you know, they kind of said the exact same thing. You know, it's just a process, and there's always like those kind of speed bumps in the way. And even if you're busting out shows all the time, you know, there's always just going to be something that just comes
Just
up.
life happens.
Yeah.
If you're not truly in a working band that's paying the bills, it takes a long time.
Yeah.
Because metal does not pay the bills.
No, it doesn't.
And we've had 2 lineup changes in the midst of production, so that slows things down, and it's a break on a lot of things that shouldn't happen.
Yeah, like when y'all did because y'all toured with Prophecy, y'all went around some of the states with Prophecy. Y'all had a temporary seer.
Yeah, he's actually here tonight. He wanted to come see the show.
Yeah.
He'll be here later, just hanging out. But yeah, our new singer is Eric Kocher. He was
I
the
remember
singer
seeing
for
him,
Ministry.
and he was really good.
He's a badass.
And I mean, the other guy was really good too. I mean, it just seems like y'all have a knack for finding people that have that like about that same aura that you guys have. Like, and that's always something that I appreciate is chemistry, because I think chemistry is the most important thing to have as someone who has already had to replace a couple of people in mind. Having a very strong act of chemistry is great, because you have to get along with people that you work with. I mean, like, you can't go in and be like, I don't want to fucking practice with this fucking dickweed, you know, because
Yeah, that happened earlier. But we made it through.
Well, you know.
It was fine when I left. It was all good.
You had a pre-show practice.
Yeah, it was all good. Yeah, we rehearsed today. But yeah, you're right. It's I equate a band to a polyamorous relationship without the fucking.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes there is. It just depends. There's always fucking, but it's not always good fucking. You know. No, but essentially you have to have chemistry. Compatibility.
I'm out of the room with this.
It was by design.
For better or for worse.
Much better. No,
Damn.
no, but you have to have compatibility aspect. You have to come from similar places if you're going to create something that's going to be compatible. It have to be what you're used to hearing, the same shit, the dirt shit that you're influenced by. But it has to be a common goal in life. We just want to make thrashy fucking metal with good songs. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, you guys, in my opinion, because like, I kind of, the thing I like most about the thrash metal bands here is that every thrash band is like really unique in their own way.
Mm-hmm.
Like Exploder is just crazy with like long ass riffs, and like Jacob's in Skull Archer now, and Jacob will literally, and that doesn't mean he's out of Exploder. I have to say that. I have to keep saying
You're
that.
not out of Exploder.
Yeah, he's doing 2 now.
Yeah.
And by the way, I love you, Jacob. Thank you so much. He's an amazing guitar player. But like, you know, like, and he has straight up made me like, oh yeah, sometimes I just improv those solos. I'm like, oh, because they fit so perfectly. So it's like, how the fuck does he keep doing that? Or like Chemicals, who is also playing tonight, also has their CD coming out, and I'm just gonna spoil
Love those
now.
guys. They're buddies of ours.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're all right.
And they will be on next week, so you already know who's going to be on next week. And I mean, it was kind of be obvious anyway.
I'm sorry to interrupt. if you listen to Angel Death by Slayer, and that line in there says "sickening ways to achieve the Holocaust."
Yeah.
You're gonna change it every time now. Sickening ways to achieve the Chemicost. You won't be able to do it without doing that from now on.
Damn it.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna hold you to it, and if it happens, I'm gonna message you personally. Damn it, Jason, why?
It will happen because Ernie, myself, and Mikey are drummer in a Slayer tribute band called War Ensemble.
War Ensemble.
Actually, Ronnie is too. So 3/4 of War Ensemble are protest guys. And so when we play that live, he changes it to.
And he was on the first full length, wasn't he? Protest.
He was. To be totally honest and correct, I played bass on it, but he was listed as a member.
Oh, okay.
You always want to have a full lineup.
Yeah.
So that's a little trickery that we do. There may not always be the person on the record, but they're the photo at the time of the lineup. It's the case in point exactly with this new record.
But he did play.
Yes, live he did. Yes.
Okay.
I used his bass rig to track the bass tracks. We were in a crazy situation, tracking the studio. Our bass player didn't show up at the time, did not show up to the studio to track his bass parts. Literally, I had to call Ernie. Do you want the gig? Sure. Can you bring your rig over here to the studio and I'll track the bass parts because I didn't have time to teach him. But we've known him for years. We were all buddies and stuff like that. And he said, sure, I'll be in the band. So I tracked the bass on. I played multiple instruments on every record we've ever made.
Well, so I guess just backline, like Chemicost is like different because like they're probably the band that probably puts the most definite elements into the thrash.
That's it.
You guys put down a lot of just like crazy hard, like I don't know how to describe it. I describe it just like hard, like beat down like type style, like kind of like for example, like what you heard on the intro, like that just like that riff. I feel like I can just like go out like on a punching bag and like train that shit.
I think that's a great idea.
Like all day. I will definitely do that once I see it, by the way.
Yes.
But then like Electric Vengeance, who does like a really good crossover that like because like when you hear crossover, they do crossover more of the thrashy and the punk side.
Yeah.
But Electric Vengeance does more of the punk than the thrash.
Exactly.
And I appreciate that.
Chemicost with death metal. We're more probably of. We're like a tasty crossover of thrash and hardcore kind of married up with some death metal elements thrown in there.
Yeah.
We have some keyboards in there. I mean, we have a lot of different shit in there, but it all seems to people of all different like these punk rockers like us, hardcore guys like us, death metal guys like us. They can all hear where we're coming from.
Yeah.
Because we like it all. Like,
exactly.
The thrash is usually the glue that holds it all together.
Exactly.
It's hard to like just one thing, so that's,
Yeah. You got to bring it all in.
That's kind of right. We like so many different styles. It's hard to pick one. So we just mix it all up.
Yeah, like my drummer is actually like a really, really, really big fan of Buddy Rich. And actually in some of our songs, like at the slower parts, he actually kind of emulates his style. And it's actually kind of wild because I'm like, who the fuck is going to expect a Buddy Rich drum line?
They're not.
Exactly.
And that's why it's good.
Exactly.
It's like Mikey, our drummer, he's from the old school like rock background. So we have these elements of big open chords and rock beats in there as well. So it's anything rock related is probably going to show up in our stuff.
I can't get these guys to, kind of go like Stanley Clark or anything like that.
Yeah, we got to put foot down something.
Any kind of bass driven, funk or anything like that. Out the window, like that.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Right. So one thing I want to go into is your influences, like who you're influenced by. I guess like the bands and the musicians that make you go, shit, that's what this is the guy. Because like obviously we all bring influences into what we do. So like I don't know, who does it for you guys personally, individually and like.
Sure. And as an individual, it's got to be. I just go with. To me, it's always been Metallica and Slayer. But for what I want to do, what I do, and what I personally like for the band, I think the cornerstone influences would be Metallica and Slayer. Starts there. Old school 80s, real deal early thrash by these guys. Not to say they didn't make great records after that, but that's where I think my baseline influences are. From there, it kind of goes from there, like I said, all sorts of different kinds. I like that. I hear something all the time from anybody that's heavy metal, anyone. And I get a weird idea, and I'm like, oh, that would be cool. Kind of using, it just inspired me to come up with something in that vein. But it sounds totally something we would come up with. It's where the crossover, people can hear it. That sounds like so-and-so. It just sounds familiar in a weird way, without ripping somebody off.
Yeah.
You know?
I hear you.
That's the best way to put it.
Exactly.
as far as my main inspirations, I'd say Les Claypool, Primus. That's what I learned to play bass on. Starting out, and then I got turned on to Metallica and Clifford, and Geezer Butler. Just the ones that. He's a old guy. Arthritis and whatnot. But I'd say those are like the big three right there for me. And then the list goes on and on. But I'd say you see a lot of bass players play with Pig, and I play with fingers. All those guys play.
My bass player plays with his fingers too.
Yeah, so,
it's amazing. I love it.
It's how the instrument is supposed to be played, I think. Just like there's a lot of people out there that will disagree with me, but I'm right.
But I'm right.
Well, classical guitar players play with their fingers on it, so it just depends on what works for you.
And if you're Jimi Hendrix, you
And
play
you.
with your teeth.
Yeah.
Hey, you do you.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's the mode that I'm totally that dude.
People need to quit worrying about others and worry about themselves. Let everybody be respectful and get along, and that's what it should be.
And if you do all those things, you could do this and be in a really good band and do really good shit.
If you were cool, you could do this.
Or you could be the
But
president.
you're not, probably.
You could be the president of the United States and we could write songs about you.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck,
yeah.
because I was about to say, Trump is probably now the president who has had the most songs written about him, and he's just been a president for a year.
It's not even a year yet. Almost.
Like almost a year. And like Blue Rodriguez literally did one right as he announced his candidacy. It's great.
Puto Trump or something?
Viva Presidente Trump.
No, okay, close enough.
And they did the Kathy Griffin thing where they brought. I think when they came here, I didn't go, but they brought a severed head or something. It looked really nice. It looked better than the Kathy Griffin one.
Yeah,
Of course it is.
Yeah.
And she had the millions of dollars for the budget.
Right?
Yeah.
What the fuck, girl?
All right.
Get good. And then War had how
It
a
is a
fat
lot
strong.
job.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because, I'm sure that song, Useless Weapon, that I sent you for the intro, if you notice, it builds up from Nixon to George H.W. Bush, and it goes to Bill Clinton, then to Hillary Clinton, then to Trump. But there's really no partisan influence on anything. What I was trying to show was how, these presidents are incriminated with something, or this scandal, kind of like I was saying earlier. If you weren't there, you don't know. But Bill Clinton admitted to fucking the chick in the Oval Office. So whatever. Of course.
And then you have WikiLeaks that kind of brought everything out of the water back in the election cycle back in
Sure.
Yeah.
What I'm basically trying to show is, no matter what party the president is, no matter what party subscribes to, there's a lot of corruption, there's a lot of bullshit going on. So it doesn't really matter. Sure, vote, do what you're going to do your part. But it's a bunch of bullshit in a machine that's just the same old shit over and over again. That's kind of what I was trying to show.
Meet the new boss, same as the old boss.
Who's that sound guy?
Yeah.
I don't know where Chris is at, but Bob is back, everybody. Bob back for the second time.
Bob's running sound tonight and playing keys for us.
Yeah.
amazing.
And he's also the door guy.
It's a
And the
threefer.
bartender.
Can you open this door so we can get our gear?
Actually, it is about that time.
I'd say yes.
I don't need to keep everyone waiting.
No, you're
So,
good.
guys, I do want you to kind of take this last part of yourself. Go ahead and shout anyone and everyone out who has helped contribute to the album, who has been there to support you. Shout out the record company or whoever. I'll let y'all close this out and stop.
Sure, no problem. I want to thank the fans, first and foremost. This is our CD release show, and it's here for a special night tonight. I want to thank Bob for coming over a second time.
And arm
hanging out.
wrestling, Chuck.
Yeah. Don't let him win again. You owe him more beers.
Yeah, right. That's not what this is? I hope 2 beers
You
now?
owe him 2 beers now.
Fair enough.
But yes, I think fans have stuck with us all these years. I would like to thank my lovely wife, Catherine, over there for all the support she's given me. I guess we're going to cut this interview short.
It's all good. But so, guys, where can we get the album at? Like physically, digitally, where is it accessible?
It's available pretty much worldwide digitally, iTunes, Google, stream, Spotify, it's all over Spotify. Sound of White Noise is the label we're on now.
Ooh, good label.
Yeah.
Good label.
Jay's awesome, taking a liking to us.
What brings me back?
Night rocking out.
Hell yeah.
But basically,
Let me start off with this.
thank the guys for helping put a high quality product together. We busted our asses on this one.
This guy, he's being modest. He put a lot of hours himself on mixing everything down. Over to here, he's quite
At least
lucid.
somebody noticed.
I learned it in 2 months. From the time I started to the time the record came out was 2 months.
Yeah.
You put in a lot
I
of
know how that is.
and then who's it, Greg?
Yeah, Greg Keenan, he's a bass player of a band who toured with this summer with Prophecy called Skin. They're from
Make that.
Fort Collins, Colorado.
Very
He's an awesome guy. Reached out to him for some mix assistance. I hit a couple hurdles and needed some help, and he helped me out. He got me where I wanted to be.
So guys, I didn't ask these guys before what song I wanted to record, so I guess now I'm gonna drop the ball on them. So every episode I have, at the end I always have like a one recorded song that I've recorded of the night. Do you guys have a song in mind that you guys would like for me to record for y'all?
Film the whole thing and then we'll pick one.
I don't know if I'd have the ability to do that, but
How about do Abuse of Power?
Abuse of Power?
Let's do Abuse of Power.
fuck yeah.
That's in the middle of the set.
So let's go on that song. Like, what is it about exactly?
That one, our old singer Jason Burris, he wrote that about just, the idea was about like police brutality and things that were going on a year or two ago. Just the inundation of all that stuff, pretty much on a daily basis of something going on. And I'm sure, but if you want to take it a little bit further, it's not just about the police. Government, anyone who's trying to extend their power over you and take away your rights, your power, your decisions, anything, your voice. That's what the song is. It's themed around the whole police thing. You're talking about how your rights are taken away right on the curb by someone else.
Yeah.
And it's a pretty strong song. You can look at it a lot of different angles, but it speaks for itself. And I think it's worthy of feature now. Especially since the name of the record, CD release show.
It's a catchy tune.
It's catchy. Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to hear it, guys. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks,
I
man.
greatly appreciate it. Next week, we'll have the Mighty Chemicals on and celebrate their CD release as well.
Fucking Ernie.
This is Abuse of Power. Stay metal, headbanger.
That's right.
You know what, Jay? What is it?
Abuse of Power, the title of the new fucking record.
He likes to talk, so I'm gonna put him on the fucking spot.
I'll talk all fucking day. You ready to fucking dance?
Throw them balls out there, man. Come on. All right, you guys, let's have some more fucking fun.
Let's do this, Ron.
Ready, Ronnie?